Hey kids, it's Chef Jack. I've had several people ask me on Twitter and on Facebook what I thought of Jodie Whittaker being named the 13th Doctor and what it means for the franchise to have a woman in the role, and what changes will it make and what the effect will be and whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, folks, personally I think this is just one huge non-issue. They've actually had plans to eventually put a woman in the role all the way back to the Peter Davison days of the Fifth Doctor. So it's not a surprise that they eventually would do so. I mean, it might be a surprise it took them so long. I'm really not bothered by it, especially since, if you've got an alien species like the Gallifreyans that are supposed to be able to shift bodies, why wouldn't a female body come around sooner or later? Besides, we've already seen it happen. There's no reason for this to trouble anybody. And to be brutally honest, I haven't seen anybody be troubled by it. I've seen more people complaining about some phantom misogynistic group out there complaining about it than I have actually seen people complaining. I've seen more people say that they heard from a guy who heard from a guy who heard from a guy that someone complained, and I've actually heard more people complaining that a white woman was picked than a woman was picked. But the most common complaint I've heard was that the wrong woman was picked. It should not have been Jodie Whittaker. It should have been some other woman. It should have been Marina Sirtis, for example, or half a dozen other actresses. But as far as whether or not a woman was in, nobody's objecting. Nobody's objecting. Everybody got ready for this huge fight on the internet where, the obviously evil white men would go to war over the fact that Doctor Who was being invaded by feminism. And it just didn't happen. Do you know why? It's because the white men who watch Doctor Who don't give a shit. They don't care. Woman, no woman, white man, black man, it doesn't matter. As long as the scripts are good, as long as the stories that are being told are good, nobody cares about the skin color or the gender of the primary character. It's just not anything anybody worries about. Stop playing victim politics and just enjoy the damn show already. Can we do that, please? Please? Anyway, that's what I think. I do think that the timing is a little suspicious, but I'm willing to overlook that. Why'd they do it now? Well, they did it now because it's a big thing now, gender inclusiveness. Well, the thing is, it's always been a big thing. They should have really done it 30 years ago, but they didn't, so now they're doing it. Don't get upset about it. Just accept the fact that this is the way it's going to be. And, also accept the fact that there is no phantom crowd of white men out there trying to torpedo everything women do, because it's just not there. It's just not there, folks. So how about everybody just sit back, watch the 13th Doctor episodes, see how well Jodie Whittaker does in the role, and if you like her as an actress in the role, good for you. If you don't like her as an actress in the role because you don't like what she's doing with it, because she's not doing it very well, although I've seen her in other things, I doubt she's not going to do it very well. I think she's going to be excellent at it. But as long as the scripts hold up and the shows are well done, nobody's going to notice the gender of the character. And that's as it should be. It really is. We should be concentrating on whether or not the actor in the role can do it well, whether the stories they're presented are done well, whether the episodes are enjoyable, whether, the companions are decently acted also. But all this hullabaloo about, oh my gosh, it's a woman. Yeah, okay, it's a woman. Big freaking deal. Oh, and there's one last thing I'd like to address. And that is, I've heard a lot of people, oh my gosh, a lot of people crowing about how this is the first time a major science fiction franchise has had a female lead in a series. Yeah? Really? Tell that to the producers of Star Trek Voyager who did it 22 years ago, guys. Anyway, this is Chef Jack. And I just wanted to get all this off my chest. This is not a very long video. But, let me know in the comments below. Do you agree with me about this? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm completely wrong? Tell me. If you like this video and you want to see more, by all means, click like, click share, click subscribe. Don't forget to click that notification bell up in the corner so you get all the updates for our new videos. If you really want to help us keep going, how about you wander over to our Patreon page? The links are in the comments below. Drop a couple of dollars in the till, and we would always appreciate it. But whether or not you do that, I just want to say thank you very, very much for listening.